So from the InfoExchange website, while we're here, if they needed to send files back to you or back to somebody on the project team, they certainly can from here. This is the way that they would do that, send you files pertaining to the project. This is also helpful to use because if they are sending them to you just via email, then you would have to then log them into the project yourselves, and it will kind of just save some time for yourself and some work for you. But there are a few different ways to do that. So directly from this window here, you can see that we can get back to our file transfers activity center. So if I just click here, it'll bring me back here. I can also go into view or send as well, these tabs directly at the top of the screen. These will always be visible on the screen when you're in InfoExchange, no matter internal or external user. So they can navigate that way as well. But from this view here, you can see that there is a send files button right next to the drop down that we were already looking at before. We can also just go here to the tab up top and send a file transfer this way as well. So I'll just select that one. And this is going to bring you to a blank form, so you can give it a subject here. So I'm going to go ahead and send something back so we can see that come back. The to field. As an external user or anybody from InfoExchange sending a file transfer, you can only send a file transfer to somebody on the project team. So there is no manual adding of an email address in here. They have to be part of the team, and you'll have to select from the list here. So you're able to use the filtering options here as well. I'm going to go ahead and put in my user, find him a little bit easier, and select that user that way, hit OK, and then you'll see the users being added to the to. Same thing with the copy field. You can just click in there and it will present you with the project team, and you can select from there as well. But like I said, nobody can just use your project, your InfoExchange, to just send file transfers to anybody. It will always be associated to a project, and it has to go to somebody with who is on the project team. They can add some remarks here. I'm just going to add something. And then to add files, they're going to use this add files button here. And I'm just going to go ahead and select a photo from my files. And one thing I just kind of skipped over was the reminders. You can set reminders in InfoExchange to yourself and to recipients, and you can select the date as well. So you can you certainly have those options in your website as well. And when you are ready, you're going to hit send files, or your external user, whenever they're ready, they hit send files. And then once they are brought back to this screen, they'll be able to tell, or you'll be able to tell that the file transfer went through. You can see that one we just created as this top one right here, who it was sent to, the date and time, all that information is there. So let's go. I'm going to go back into my Outlook, and I am going to look at that notification to that the external user just sent myself. And you see, let me just download these pictures, and you see the same information here as if they were receiving it externally. So you have the email notification indicating what type of item is coming through. As an internal user, you are going to see pending because you do have to receive it into Project Center. Anytime anything comes through, you do have to receive it in except for emails. So you'll see that. You're going to see in the transfer what files were shared with you. If you're you can download them directly from the email, or you're going to be able to see this button here where it says view the transfer in Newformer Project Center. So this top button here will just bring you directly to your Project Center to this particular file transfer. Now, if you are not at your desk or on the computer that you have Project Center installed on, you have the link to down here under additional links to log into InfoExchange. As long as you have web access for that project, you are able to view that data within your InfoExchange website. So this is helpful if, like I said, you're on the road, you're not or you don't have access to your Project Center on your work computer or whatever it is, you are able to at least access that information elsewhere. I'm going to go ahead and use this button to view it in Project Center. And then now that Project Center has launched for me, it has brought me directly to the InfoExchange Activity Center, and it's highlighting the pending incoming transfer that we just created together from that external user right here.